For the best in eyewear, call Dr. Leeks Optometry.
I'm Missey Kohler with your court report. James Benetti made an appearance in district court on September 9th to face charges from a September 2018 arrest. Benetti was arrested with William Butler after the Nye County Sheriff's Office conducted a search warrant at an address on Union Pacific in Pahrump in reference to child pornography. The case involved a 14-year-old juvenile male who was allegedly sending nude pictures of himself to Butler. The search warrant included all cell phone devices on the property. Detectives say they found several conversations on the cell phones that alluded to a sexual relationship between Butler, who was 41 at the time, and the 14-year-old child. Officers also found child pornography on the cell phones, as well as conversations between Benetti and Butler that alluded to sexual encounters with the child. According to a press release received at the time of the arrest, this included requests for photos, video chatting, and photos of the child's genitals. Text messages were found inviting the child to their house for a sexual encounter with Butler, Benetti, and one other adult male. In an interview with the victim, police say he acknowledged that he was in a relationship with Butler and Benetti and had had sex with both men inside the home. The child said he could not remember everything that happened because he was drunk at the time. Benetti was arrested in September of 2018 for possession of child pornography and lewdness with a minor. When Benetti appeared in Judge Wonker's courtroom on Wednesday, questions were raised as to a plea agreement that had supposedly been reached between Benetti and a former deputy district attorney. Judge Wonker would like to know why the negotiations reduced the charge so much. According to Kirk Vitto, the guilty plea was flawed. The guilty plea deal was flawed and did not include registering as a sex offender. Judge Wonker voiced her concerns about the charges going to a probational offense when felony crimes usually carry life in prison. Vitto wants to provide the judge with a new red letter edition of a drafted copy of the plea agreement. Benetti will appear in Judge Wonker's courtroom on September 18th, giving her time to read the red letter plea agreement. Kristen Swan, former president of the Pahrump Visual and Performing Arts Council, was taken into custody on January 8th and charged with 3 counts of obtaining money under false pretense, embezzlement, and theft between $640 to $3,500. According to a sheriff's deputy, a report of embezzlement was received on December 30th, 2019, after the council reported a discrepancy in financial records. Those records showed several transfers had been made from the council's savings account, which had not been approved by the board. Swan then stepped down from the council and is due in court October 14th for pre-trial hearings. And Kenneth Caspio was arrested in October of 2018 and charged with kidnapping, child abuse, false imprisonments, and lewdness. A juvenile allegedly reported to police that while at a party, Caspio sexually assaulted her. Police reported that Caspio made unwanted advances toward the 17-year-old and did not stop when the victim asked him to. According to the report, the victim went to the garage to get water and Caspio followed her. The victim told police that she attempted to get away from Caspio several times, but he physically held her and did not allow her to leave. Caspio originally denied the allegations, but later admitted that he was intoxicated and had apologized to the victim. Kenneth Caspio was arraigned in Pahrump's Justice Court on August 31st. A pretrial hearing is scheduled for January 7th, 2021 at 9 a.m. I'm Missey Kohler, and that's been your court report.